Good afternoon. My name is Sherry Jorgensen. This is my semester project video. And the scenario we had established was, as a teacher, how would you react if you watched one of your students be bullied for having two dads or for having gay parents? And my initial reaction was that I would be subtle about it and stop it where it begins. I would have the students know that I am annoyed that they are interrupting my class to bully someone, because they would know that I do not like bullying or tolerate it at all. And I would establish that it is not weird to have gay parents and that they're being dumb, per se. I would dismiss that and I would continue with my class. If I would observe the child that was being bullied, and if I see that it was a deeper wound, I would talk to him on the side, make sure no one knows about it, and if it's really big, then I would try to talk to him, his parents, the bullying child, and the child's parents. I would not make a big deal about it or broadcast it to the rest of the classmates, because it's usually a deeper thing than just what he was bullying about. Now, I can't do that anymore because the scenario has been detailed. We established an actual scenario, and within that there's something that doesn't let me do it behind the scenes. So this is the scenario. The teacher has the kids bring a poster of themselves within the first week of school to help everyone get to know each other. The poster includes pictures of their family, hobbies, favorite foods, and family traditions. Students share personal experiences amongst themselves that include values that their families have taught them. The situation is, one student brings his poster showing his two dads, and one of his classmates makes the mocking/rude comment. The student makes the rude comment and explains that his parents taught him that having two parents of the same gender is a sin, and that he is not allowed to deal with children of this type of family. Sorry. Because he explains himself, now it is a classroom thing. So I would approach it in different steps. The first thing that I would establish was that I don't tolerate bullying, first off. That we need to be respectful of each other no matter our differences, because we're classmates and these kids are probably going to grow up together. So I would try to make a happier result to that. The second thing I would do is an activity. To a response to that, I wouldn't say anything, but I would just ask all the students whose favorite color is green, who doesn't like chocolate, who was born out of the States, who was born in the States, who has never left the States, who has ridden a horse, who hates math. You know, all these different questions that obviously have nothing to do with each other, but the thing that I'm trying to establish is that we're all different. No one's going to respond the same way at all. Including the bully's friends are going to respond in different ways. And I'm going to ask, just because I don't like chocolate, does that make me a bad person? No. Just because my favorite color is green, you need to bully me about it? No. We're all different. And that's how I would touch my third topic. I would establish diversity. I would establish that our world works because we're all different, because two minds think better than one, because we all work together, and having these different point of views help us create better things. The whole reason we have all the technology that we have today is because different minds have been mushed together, and our world works that way. And the last thing I would say was that the values that you learn in your home as a family is good, and you should always listen to them, and you should always establish them. But you should also learn from what you learn from the world. You should always be open-minded. And what the world teaches us is that we worked better as a group and being different. We do not work by all being exactly the same. That's the reason we're not the same. And I would establish that diversity is a necessity, and culture is a necessity, and different mindsets are a necessity. And along with family values, we are meant to be kind to others and work together, not just as a classroom, but as citizens of the world, And you just can't hate and be rude to someone just because you don't understand, or just because it's different. And that's how I would establish it. I would obviously answer questions. I would probably spend the rest of the classroom day establishing this, and I would probably have to talk to a couple parents because that's just how it is. And I know that I'm going to have to respond to that because I'm trying to bring in my personal values into what the children should know. But I am a second parent technically as a teacher, and I will do everything I can, even if that offends parents, to make sure that these kids are raised as good members of society. So that is my response, and I think this is the way the video is supposed to go. Thank you for listening.